I mean, thank God that you were able to just tie a bow on it by coming back to WWE, doing the WrestleMania thing, doing the thing with like just that there's some kind of at least some closure to it.
When I think about Shawn, and I've said this a few times, but with after like when I came back and did that storyline with Shawn, it was something. What I remember, it's like I'll make a truce with Shawn. We'll make peace. We could do it right in the ring. I remember telling Vince that, and it's like really, and it's like it was like yeah, I'll be happy to shake his hand and talk to him and treat him, bury the hatchet with him. And I think Vince was kind of shocked by that. I think it was a big step on my part.
Yeah.
But and I always thought, I said, when I went back, and even before I met Shawn, the day of that Monday Night Raw in Dayton, I remember thinking, I'm going to probably look back about 3 or 4 months from now and be really sorry that I ever did any of this with him. That he's not going to change. That it's not going to mean anything to him. And I was just, I just kind of guessed that, and I was wrong, and I'm glad I was wrong.
That's great. That's great.
Shawn came back, and I think he I always say this about he appreciated that gesture so much. It was like I think he was under so much guilt and shame, and what he did was something to be ashamed of, and it was a shame. Wrestling is all about trust and respect, and he didn't have the trust and respect for me in the first place back then, which is how that whole storyline happened. The whole screw job is based on a single conversation between me and Shawn, maybe a month before the screw job, where I stopped him and said to him in San Jose, I said, we're wrestling each other at Survivor Series in 3 weeks or 4 weeks or something. And he said, yeah, I just found out today. And I said, I just want you to know, I have no problem doing anything you want. I said, I know we've had our issues. I said, but if I got to drop the belt to you, I have no problem with that. And I want you to know that if you're ever in the ring with me, you're always safe. I'm a total professional. I would never if I've got some kind of issue with you, I'll talk to you in the dressing room or something, but I'll never take those things to the ring. That's a time when you have to be professional. And I remember I said that to him, and I remember Shawn looked at me, and this is where it all came from, is he looked at me and said, well, I appreciate that, but I just want you to know that I'm not willing to do the same thing for you. And when he said that, it was like, I just promised this guy, just said I'd drop the belt to you, so you tell me to stick it up my ass kind of thing. And it's like, that's where all the problem was.
Right.
That's what the screw job wasn't about me being Canadian or it wasn't on the right day or it was all about a wrestler that I offered to lose the title to.
So you would have lost the title to somebody else that night in Montreal.
Yeah. I was told I'd lose the belt to Lombardi. So Lombardi won the Battle Royal. I was supposed to work with me in the Garden.
Yeah.
I even said, I did swear to God, I said, I'll even drop the belt to Lombardi in the Garden. I'll drop it to anybody. I'll even drop it to Shawn after he loses to me. To show me that he's going to lose.
Gotcha.
I will drop it to him tomorrow, but he's going to have to lose to me today to show me that I need that respect from him first. And, they always say, oh, well, it can't end a DQ or a forfeit. Where was it? I watched on TV just a couple of days ago that they forfeited the belt, and I was like watching it. I was like, that was such a taboo, supposedly, but Bret Hart wanted to forfeit the belt, like it was unheard of, know. But it's like, anyway. But in closing, I'll just say that Shawn and I made a peace that was very real, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I dug deep into my own sort of soul and said, I'll make peace with this guy, even though I wasn't sure if it was the right thing to do. And I can only say to people in life, in their own lives, if you got something that's really eating away at you and kind of destroying you, dig it up and open it up and get it out of the way. Make peace with it and say goodbye. Like don't keep dragging around a lot of pain. And that's what I learned from that whole thing with Shawn. And that was a good lesson to learn.